So it's crazy foggy right now. But that's not the weird part, okay? Like, number one, it's weird because as it gets later in the day, fog should lighten, dissipate, and it's really not. But the weirdest part is the taste and smell. It smells like after you set off a bunch of fireworks, and like the taste of the air is, I mean, the only word I can think of is toxic. It's super weird. And so I'm going for my walk, and it's kind of worrying me a little bit. Let me know if you guys are experiencing something like that. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, it smells not right. And I'm 41. I've been through fog. This is something different.
Strange fog has been seen all over the world, and let's take a look at some of these clips. As you can see, people online are saying that it has a consistency or a texture to it that is very unusual. Also, just the sight with your eyes is strange, especially fog that is carried on for days. Flights have been canceled. This is not just in one state. This is all over the United States. Here's Salt Lake City. We're seeing this in Canada. So this is very unusual. And people are saying that it has a smell. It's got a certain smell to it. But people are saying that this feels very strange, like something is about to happen. Maybe there's something being concealed or hidden with this fog. What do you guys think? But take a look at this. Almost like snow. But this is the entire United States. Something's going on. Look at that. Now, I know some of you are going to say, oh, it's just normal fog. Yes, I've seen normal fog before. This is not normal fog. What do you guys think is going on? Comment below, tell me, and make sure that you're following this account. And check out the next video I've got coming up.
I said, here, look at YouTube. And Jim, Chrissy come outside and said, look. I said, dang.
Okay, so now it's the morning and you can see, look. It's also continuing to be so foggy. It's weird.
Shalom, Shalom Israel. I am the brother Yowana from the Great Millstone, Arizona camp, coming back at y'all with Lord's will, another edifying lesson. First and foremost, as always, before I start, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and infinite glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers. Shalom to you brothers pushing and teaching this truth across the four winds of this earth. And as always, peace, blessings, and many salutations be to you sincere, Akim Akwath, you brothers, along with you few sisters, who are giving all diligence in these last days. Right, through the mercy and grace of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through his only beloved begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, coming back with another walk and talk lesson. This lesson I didn't intend to be, too long, man, however long the Spirit allows. Okay, I want to start here in the book of Ezekiel 33:1. And it reads, again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he bloweth the trumpet, and warn the people. And that's really our job, okay? For you brothers that the Lord has allotted to teach, right? And to really, be a prophet unto the people. That's our job, is to pretty much blow the trumpet, right, which is likened unto us, preaching this gospel, right, breaking down the scriptures and going into prophecy, Okay, we are to blow the trumpet when certain things are happening in the world. Okay, especially things that are strange, such as this fog that you've seen, from the beginning clips of this video. Okay, of different places in the states, right, and also in the UK, and I believe other places as well. You have this strange fog that has been, pretty much lingering for weeks, or a week and some change, and allegedly people are getting sick. Okay, and I want to read this little article that I have right here, okay, on the peoplesvoice.tv, and it says, from the headline, people reporting that strange fog has made them sick. Now, again, this is not medical information. This is just, I'm just using this for fair use and for educational purposes. Okay, and it reads, social media users have been claiming that they have been suffering ill health after coming into contact with fog. Now, this fog that has been appearing, okay, isn't like some normal little haze, or like a vapor or smoke. It's more so it almost looks like particles. It almost looks like snow. When you're standing in the midst of the fog. And for those of you who watched the beginning of this video, you know exactly what I'm talking about based off those clips. Okay, it didn't look like a normal fog. And even certain areas, you've had people that stayed for, a decade or a couple of years and described that they've never seen anything like that happen, where they lived in Slovakia. But it says, for the past week, it seems that several countries have been shrouded in an eerie, dense fog that smells like chemicals and sparkles with strange particles. Now, that was another thing that stood out too. Everybody that has came in and pretty much came in contact with this fog has all given the same report, and one of those things that they report is that it has this strange smell, smell of chemicals or metals, or I believe one person even said like burning plastic. Right, it says people have been claiming that this fog has been causing sore throats and flu-like symptoms. It has also caused many flights to be canceled. Now, at the end of the day, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, has, technology really that the Lord allowed him to have, right, where he can create, right, and engineer a hurricane or a tornado, right. These devils can cause a tsunami, or they can make it rain. Okay, even have that video, right, from NASA, which I don't want to play. I don't want it to be copyrighted, but you had that clip right from that man that was pretty much, I guess you would say interviewing NASA's machines, or not. I don't want to say interviewing, but he was pretty much showing in the video, the machines that NASA uses to produce, man-made clouds, and from those man-made clouds, they also made it rain. Okay, and he said NASA is playing as God. And that's really the mindset that Esau Edom has, right? Is that he is God, again, through his technological, abilities, okay, which gives him, right, power, so to speak, to do certain things. And again, one of that's controlling the weather, right? So it's not far-fetched, is the point, that these devils could create this fog, right? Because I also have this U.S. patent right here, okay, and it says, oh, so let me go up. It says process and apparatus for the production of intense artificial clouds, fogs, or mists. Now, this is off of patents.google.com. So this is an actual, U.S. patent. As you see, it says US 1338343A, right, from the United States. And let's go down to what pretty much what it goes into. It says P. Weiss and J. I'm probably going to butcher their names. J. Vidier, process and apparatus for the production of intense artificial clouds, fogs, or mist, right? Application field, December 10th, 1917. Okay, it says process and apparatus for the production of intense artificial clouds, fogs, or mist, right? So they have the ability to produce, right, intense artificial clouds, right, man-made clouds, fogs, or mist. So, the fact that we're seeing this fog, come about, the Lord, is in control of all things. So even if people say, oh, well, it's the government doing it, really the Lord is in control of what these devils do, right? The Lord, everybody on the earth obeys the will of the Lord. Okay, pursuing the Sirach, the 18th chapter, right? All things obey his will. Okay, so the Lord is ultimately orchestrating everything, but these devils doing this is not far-fetched. Okay, it says in a report by InfoWars quoted on man who asked, anyone else noticed since this fog arrived on Christmas Day you have a sore throat? You started to feel lethargic. You lost your appetite. You felt fluey. You couldn't do anything. And see, there's a scripture where it says, let me get that. Let me get two scriptures actually. Okay, but I want to get this one first. So like it's slipping my mind. Oh, and let's see. What Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Let's see. Cause some to fall. Right. I believe it's in the book of Proverbs. This is Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. So these devils can't get a good night's sleep, okay, unless they've, caused, if not one, if not two, but many, if not a multitude of lives, to ultimately be, in jeopardy, or, unless they basically cause suffering upon the people. These devils can't get a good night's sleep. You see, because they're the devil. Just like, we don't get a good night's sleep if we didn't, study as much as we wanted to, or, if we didn't have enough time just because of work, to, put into reading the scriptures and getting built up, you feel some type of way about that, man. Okay, you sometimes you might even lose sleep because you're like, man, you might even sacrifice your sleep to stay up to actually get that time in that you didn't have during the day, right? But so these devils are in that same mindset when it comes to wickedness. They don't feel right unless they're, doing evil. Okay, and see, because these devils have, different things that they use, such as the chemtrails, right, which really contributes to, to us, the people, right, becoming sick, right, and having different bodily problems. They even have the 5G towers, which I think there was an article that came out on those, and I believe the chemtrails as well, where it has they have both the ability to, affect your mood, right, in your mind, right, because right now, as we understand, we're in a spiritual war. You see, but nevertheless, this is Sirach 10 and verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is, so like as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. So Esau Edom is that ultimate unwise king, okay, that destroys the people, right? Through, through the jabs, through the, GMO within the food, contamination in the water, right? They even said that this whole, nerd stew, if you can pick up what I'm saying, right, has been found. I believe it was that, that was found, in water in Arizona, man. Okay, so these devils are definitely up to something, and we going all the way back to Kill Gates. He mentioned, right, during the time of the pandemic, how there was going to be another pandemic that was going to come later in the future, and that was going to catch everybody's attention. So these devils could definitely behind, engineering, this next pandemic to come into play, in 2025. We'll just have to see. Okay, but this devil, does destroy the people once again through the water, through the food, through the chemicals that he disperses in the air via the chemtrails. You see, and as we just read from that U.S. patent, they have the ability to produce artificial and intense artificial clouds, fogs, and mist. All right, so let's go back to that article, right? It says you have sore throat, you started to feel lethargic, you lost your appetite, you felt fluey, you couldn't do anything, you didn't have any energy, sweat, couldn't sleep. The TikTok user documented, adding he believed the fog contained chemicals intended to make people sick, and it's not far-fetched, because that's how this devil moves. It says the man concluded, and they even had there's another article I did a lesson on maybe a year and some change ago, right? How they the government pretty much came up with the idea, since people didn't want to receive the jab physically, that they were going to put it on planes and spray it in the air, so when you breathe it in, you take it. See, this is why we need Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Okay, and that's why that prayer was made, right, pursuing the Psalms, the 140th chapter, right? Deliver me and preserve me from the evil man, right, who has proposed to overthrow my goings, because these devils are constantly coming up with schemes and ideas at these secret councils that they have, and how they can continue to oppress, and crush the people, right, in the most, in the most, I guess, secretive way, as the scriptures say. They set snares privily, or traps in secret, right? To catch the poor and the needy, which really is us Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, that's really, where the where their arrows are pointed. Okay, it's right at us, but not only us, but even all people, man, that are here in America. The devil don't care about nobody, right? But his damn self. It says, not going to lie, I legit get a sore throat after the fog, one user reported. Lots of headaches since the fog, another stated. After numerous commenters reported feeling similar negative health effects, the man later returned with an update confirming that you-know-what was indeed real and that it's not centralized to one location but appears to be global. See, this thing is happening all over the world right now. It's not just in one or two places. It says we've got people in Kentucky, we've got people in Sweden, we've got people in Finland, all reporting the same thing. The fog has made them sick, the man revealed. Another TikTok user characterized the fog as a chemical fog and described it smelled and tasted like sulfur, right? People making memes about it and whatnot, right? This thing is real, man. You see? Can't really see it too good in that one, right? But nevertheless, this is happening in the world right now. So I really just wanted to blow the trumpet on this, because like I actually had a dream maybe 2 weeks ago now, where I was in the dream, I was running from this fog, okay, that was pretty much overcoming the cities, and it was killing people, man. In the dream, what I'm saying. In the dream, I was running from this fog, and in the dream, it was killing people that it touched. I'm running from it. Other people are running from it, and I actually did a lesson on it because there was like a second part connected to that dream, which I've been meditating it on since. I've been meditating on that dream since yesterday. I was seeing all these fog videos. So who knows, man? Some the Lord's got major things planned for 2025. That's why we got to continue to lock into the Spirit, stay in tune with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and continue to keep our eyes single because the Lord is about to start moving. Okay, more major things are about to start happening in the days ahead. So that's why we got to keep our eyes peeled and continue to pray. Okay, with all supplication, man, for not only for ourselves but for all the saints, all the believers in the Lord. Okay, because the Lord about to turn this thing up. So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. So next time, Lord's will, I say, call halal, which means all praise to our power, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Akakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers. Until next time, Lord's will, I say, Shalom, stay strong, and keep the faith no matter what. Shalom.